All right, everybody, I got those top stories ready to go for you right here on News Now, which is a part of Fox10Phoenix.com. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a fabulous day, a fabulous week. Feel free to let us know where you are watching from, not just your actual location, but are you at work, maybe at school, summer school, doing the college thing, or on your lunch break. Feel free to let us know. We like to all get to know each other right here on News Now and definitely have a community type feel when we watch the broadcast 11 hours a day right here on YouTube and even when we watch on TV. All right, we're going to head on over to Miami, Florida first for this first top story I have for you, at least on this segment of News Now, where we're learning that a 7-year-old boy was shot in a car with his father, and it turns out the father may have been the target. So let's get the details right here on News Now.
A father and son murdered in Miami Gardens, shot dead inside a black pickup truck. 31-year-old Lavelle Mookerson and his 7-year-old son Hezekiah. Miami Gardens police believe someone was out to kill a man, but ended up taking the life of a child, too.
There were multiple shots that were fired at the pickup truck.
The bullets flew around 7 p.m. in the area of Northwest 207th Street and 37th Avenue. Police say a dark-colored vehicle pulled alongside the truck and someone started shooting. Miami Gardens police working to determine if there was an exchange of gunfire.
There were 2 firearms found inside of the pickup truck, one being an unknown caliber rifle and the other one being a semi-automatic handgun.
With another child taken by gun violence in South Florida, the Miami-Dade County Superintendent of Schools expressing his frustration and anger, writing in a tweet, "I am sickened to learn a 7-year-old was the victim of an apparent targeted shooting that also took the life of an adult. Our children continue to become collateral damage in the gun violence plaguing our community and nation. This is an outrage, and right now, the killer is still on the loose."
We believe at this time that the victim was targeted in some fashion. The investigation is continuing right now.
All right, everybody, we are going to stay in Miami, Florida for this next top story I have for you. It turns out that the Sunshine State, right? That is what they call Florida. It may be the first one to create a Pimps Johns Registry. The move would help the state stem sex trafficking and the prostitution industry. Fox News multimedia reporter Elena Shirazi has the story from Miami.
The worst day came into my life when I find out my best friend, almost sister, sold me for $300 to a trafficker. $300.
Trafficked and sold for sex for more than 6 years. Survivor Cindy Alvarado says her nightmare began in 2010 when a former friend tricked her with the promise of a fake babysitting job. Alvarado says her captors threatened to kill her children if she tried to escape her sex slavery. Her story is sadly familiar. There were nearly 4,000 sex trafficking cases nationwide in 2018, 261 prosecuted in Florida. Now, Florida lawmakers have introduced legislation to create a public database similar to the state's registry of sex offenders. It would list the names, color photographs, and addresses of pimps and johns, the sellers and customers of sex.
If you have that intelligence information as a law enforcement agency, that really broadens your scope.
The plan got immediate support from Miami-Dade state attorney, who says the registry would be another tool to expose and track those who support the industry.
But what it does, it shows you who you're looking at. Is there a pattern? How frequent is this occurring? The other thing is shame. I mean, a lot of people respond to shame.
A detective with the Special Victims Unit in Miami, who asked to remain anonymous, says scaring off Johns is critical to slowing the sex trade.
Sex sells and the Johns buy. So if we can minimize the buys, we can possibly help a victim.
Florida's legislature passed the bill in both the House and Senate, and lawmakers are waiting for the governor's signature. In Miami, Alena Shirazi, Fox News.
All right, Alena, thanks so much for that update there. Well, a new whale in California is drawing crowds, but it's also concerning scientists who are afraid of more deaths on the West Coast. Our sister station, KTVU in the Bay Area, has been covering these whale deaths extensively, and scientists are trying to figure out exactly what's going on.
Jim Griggs' photography subject since Thursday has been a humpback whale circling Seaplane Lagoon in Alameda.
First he breaches and then he slaps, but when he does the jump, it just comes and goes, so it's pretty hard to catch those unless you're doing a wide angle.
He took these photographs on Saturday evening when the whale was being particularly active.
Because it does look like he maybe just swims in a circle and churns up whatever's down on the bottom and can sift through that. But yeah, there can't be a ton of food.
While the whale has drawn a crowd mesmerized by its breaching,
I've never seen a whale before in person, so it's a great opportunity for me. And I wanted to bring my kids out as well.
these citizen whale enthusiasts are concerned that the whale is here and have called the Marine Mammal Center.
Over the last 3 years, we've gotten lots of humpbacks coming in to feed on anchovy out by the Golden Gate or Alcatraz, but then they tend to leave. This one has been here for a week, and we know from taking photos of it that it's skinny. It's lost a lot of its blubber layer, so it's probably kind of weak and not doing very well.
On Friday, Noaa scientists declared a wildlife emergency over the unusually high number of gray whale deaths. Since January, roughly 70 gray whales have been found dead along the west coast, including in Marin, San Francisco, and San Mateo. Scientists are now studying if the whale deaths are from human interaction or other causes. But that's not the case with the Alameda visitor.
And this is very different. It's very different species. They have different migration patterns. So whatever this whale is experiencing is probably not related to what's going on with the gray whales.
Researchers say people should give the whale space and not boat out into the lagoon. But it is helpful to them for people to continue to document and film her from the shore.
Bringing you back out live here to Phoenix, Arizona. Plenty of sunshine and warmth out there. I would like to remind you, please like, share, subscribe. Let everybody you know about us right here on News Now. Community who spends 11 hours a day together, chatting, getting to know each other, and talking about the day's news. That's what we do right here on News Now.